In the earliest days of this strange new world, mysterious beings emerged beside humankind. Not monsters, not myths, but living forces of nature. This is their legend. Bulbasaur wanders through damp undergrowth, the bud on its back drinking in soft sunlight. Ivysaur's blossom swells heavier each day, power quietly gathering inside. When Venusaur blooms, the land itself grows richer around it. Charmander protects the flame on its tail, a fragile fire tied to its very life. Charmeleon clashes with rivals, every strike scattering sparks into the air. Charizard tears through the clouds, carving trails of fire across the sky. Squirtle rests along riverbanks, retreating into its shell at the first hint of danger. Wartortle cuts through waves, its tail guiding it like a rudder. Blastoise braces itself and fires, water cannons shattering stone like glass. Caterpie inches along leaves, always eating, always growing. Metapod hangs in silence, its shell hiding a quiet transformation. Butterfree drifts above fields, powdery wings leaving shimmering trails. Weedle weaves through bushes, its stinger ready for careless threats. Kakuna clings motionless to bark, storing energy for what comes next. Beedrill slices the air in swarms, twin stingers striking without mercy. Pidgey rides gentle winds, pecking seeds from forest floors. Pidgeotto circles open plains, eyes locked sharply on prey below. Pidgeot shreds the sky, its wings beating faster than sight can follow. Rattata darts through paths, teeth sharp enough to gnaw through steel. Raticate guards its territory, fangs always ready to defend it. Spearow shrieks through open skies, never lingering in one place. Fearow glides on massive wings, its spear beak striking in an instant. Ekon coils through tall grass, scales whispering against the earth. Arbok flares its hood, patterns glowing with a clear warning. Pikachu stores crackling energy in its cheeks, tiny paws ready to release it. Raichu grounds thunder through its tail, power strong enough to fell trees. Sandshrew burrows deep, its sandy hide blending into the desert. Sandslash curls into a living blade, rolling straight through danger. Nidoran hides low in grass, venomous spines ready when cornered. Nidoria stays close to her group, cautious yet fiercely protective. Nidoqueen stands armored and unyielding between her family and any threat. Nidoran charges forward without fear, trusting the poison on its horn. Nidorino attacks relentlessly, toxic energy pulsing through its strike. Nidoking stumps the earth itself, a brutal fusion of horn, muscle, and venom. Clefairy gather beneath moonlight, their steps glittering like falling stars. Clefable drifts near still lakes, answering the songs of the night sky. Vulpix slips between shadows, leaving behind a gentle heat that feels almost comforting. Ninetales carries the memory of old flames, a guardian shaped by time, fire, and forgotten legends. Jigglypuff sings until the world sleeps. Wigglytuff's soft exterior hides surprising bone-crushing strength. Zubat darts through caves, seeing with sound where eyes fail. Golbat dives from darkness, draining strength from unsuspecting prey. Oddish wanders only by moonlight, roots drinking from glowing soil. Gloom oozes foul nectar, its stench driving all others away. Vileplume scatters radiant pollen, breathtaking and lethal in equal measure. Paris scuttles beneath canopies, mushrooms slowly devouring its back. Parasect obeys only the fungus now, its former mind gone. Venonat's compound eyes pierce darkness, seeing what others miss. Venomoth scatters toxic dust like falling snow beneath streetlights. Diglett tunnels unseen beneath fields, felt only when the ground shifts. Dugtrio bursts upward as one, three minds with a single purpose. Meowth prowls through shadows, drawn to anything that glitters. Persian moves with cold elegance, claws unsheathed when pride is wounded. Psyduck clutches its throbbing head, psychic chaos building behind blank eyes. Golduck slices through water like a living spear. Mankey ignites with rage at the slightest provocation. Primeape becomes a storm of fists, impossible to calm once unleashed. Growlithe stands loyal beside its partner, heart burning brighter than flame. Arcanine races across continents, a mythical runner cloaked in fire. Poliwag floats lazily near the surface. Poliwhirl's swirling pattern spins hypnotically as it glides through ponds. Poliwrath conquers raging rapids through raw strength. Abra sleeps 18 hours a day, teleporting away before it even wakes. Kadabra bends spoons and reality with thought alone. Alakazam sharpens its mind beyond any blade. Machop trains with boulders, forging a body for battle. Machoke restrains itself with discipline, power held tightly within. Machamp strikes from every angle, ending fights in moments. Bellsprout sways innocently, whip-fast reflexes coiled in its stem. Weepinbell dangles motionless, waiting to drop on unsuspecting prey. Victorybell lures victims with sweetness before devouring them whole. Tentacool floats near the surface, venom hidden in clear flesh. Tentacruel rises like a throne of limbs from the deep. Geodude blends perfectly with mountain stones until it moves. Graveler rolls downhill, crushing all in its path. Golem shrugs off explosions. Ponyta gallops through fields, mane blazing like ribbons of fire. Rapidash sprints faster than wind, a blazing comet on 4 legs. Slowpoke stares blankly at the water, forgetting why it came. Slowbro moves calmly with Shelder attached, 2 minds as one. Magnemite hovers near power lines, feeding on stray electricity. Magneton distorts magnetic fields, machines sparking in its presence. Fairfetch'd wields its leek like a sacred blade. Doduo sprints on 2 legs, its heads bickering over which way to run. Dodrio thunders across land, 3 heads watching all. Seal slides playfully across icy shores, utterly carefree. Dugong glides beneath frozen seas. Grimer slithers through toxic waste, thriving where nothing else can. Muck leaves a poisonous trail wherever it moves. Shelder clamps tight to rocks, its grin never fading. Cloister locks its secrets behind armor harder than diamond. Ghastly drifts as living gas, spreading dread wherever it floats. Haunter peers through walls, its laughter echoing from nowhere. Gengar lurks in your shadow, grinning when your spine tingles. Onyx tunnels through mountains, stone grinding like thunder. Drowsy stalks dreamers at night, feeding on their sleeping thoughts. Hypno draws minds inward with a slow, swinging pendulum. Krabby scuttles along tide pools, pincers snapping at drifting shells. Kingler slams its massive claw with crushing force. Voltorb mimics a Pokéball perfectly until it detonates. Electrode rolls at breakneck speed, always seconds from exploding. Execute huddle as one, 6 minds sharing fragmented thoughts. Executor towers like a walking jungle, each head lost in its own world. Cubone stares at the moon, wearing the skull of its mother it lost. Marowak swings its bone club with hardened resolve, each strike whistling through air. Hitmonlee's legs extend impossibly, kicking from distances that shouldn't exist. Hitmonchan's fists blur between fire, ice, and lightning with every punch. Lickitung explores the world one curious lick at a time. Coughing drifts on its own noxious fumes, belching clouds of poison. Wheezing drifts as twin clouds of poison. Rhinehorn charges in straight lines, demolishing everything it touches. Rhydon drills through stone with its spiraled horn. Chansey offers its egg to those in pain, sharing comfort freely. Tangela conceals itself completely beneath a mass of living vines. Kangaskiskan fights with savage fury, her child safe in her pouch. Horsey drifts with ocean currents, spraying ink when startled. Seadra warns hunters away with sharp fins and spines. Goldeen glides through rivers like an underwater dancer. Sea King commands its river, horn gleaming like a royal scepter. Staryu pulses with light, even when torn apart. Starmie whirls like a cosmic beacon piercing the dark. Mr. Mime sculpts invisible barriers from nothing but thought. Scyther carves through tall grass, blades humming with lethal speed. Jinx sways through blizzards, her strange song echoing across frozen wastes. Electabuzz hunts thunderstorms, drawing raw lightning into its body. Magmar bathes in molten rock, its blood hot as lava. Pinsir lifts prey in its horned vice, crushing without mercy. Tauros stampede as one, 3 tails whipping in perfect sync. Magikarp flails helplessly against the current, refusing to give up. Gyarados erupts from the deep, rage turning calm seas to chaos. Lapras ferries travelers across open seas, singing mournful, beautiful songs. Ditto reshapes itself into anything it witnesses perfectly. Eevee's unstable DNA holds countless evolutionary paths.
Vaporeon dissolves into water, reforming wherever it chooses. Jolteon bristles with voltage, every hair charged like a needle. Flareon's body burns at furnace heat, igniting the air around it. Porygon flickers between dimensions, a creature born from code. Ammonite spirals through prehistoric seas, pulled back from extinction. Amistar drags victims into its jagged maw with writhing tentacles. Kabuto scuttles unchanged across ocean floors for millions of years. Kabutops hunts like a living scythe, cutting through ancient waters. Aerodactyl shrieks across primordial skies, a nightmare carved from stone. Snorlax sleeps wherever it pleases, becoming an immovable living roadblock. Articuno descends on frozen winds, trailing snow with every wingbeat. Zapdos splits the heavens with thunder, storms bowing to its will. Moltres blazes through the sky, leaving trails of fire in its wake. Dratini hides in lake depths, growing in silence and secrecy. Dragonair weaves through storm clouds, calming tempests with its grace. Dragonite circles the globe in a single night, gentle despite its titanic power.
Mewtwo was forged in a lab, godlike power shackled to furious will. Mew drifts playfully through the air, carrying the genetic essence of all life. These 151 beings shaped the world of Kanto.